How to keep your business and get your life back. Does your cash flow make you feel like you're on a wild roller coaster ride? When it's your responsibility and money on the line, how cash flows through your business is a critical component of success, not to mention your own personal health. Face it, stress kills. Would you like to have your cash flow evened out into little bites that allow you to always have an emergency cushion? Our programs break down your workers' compensation premiums, along with other costs, into a weekly or bi-weekly schedule. More importantly, you only pay exactly the premium coverage cost for wages used in that pay period. So, if sales and production is down, the cash flow demand is lowered immediately as well. Less payroll equals lower bills. Has a workers' compensation audit found you owing at the end of the policy year? With our programs, there will be no more end-of-the-year audits and surprise bills because you grew your payrolls. Along with that, our programs eliminate a large deposit up front for workers' comp. You simply pay prorated with your next payroll. But not only do you get to spread out the payments, you are now part of a much larger purchasing group who is buying workers' compensation insurance from A-rated carriers for hundreds of millions of dollars in payroll. This creates a tremendous discount opportunity for you on cost. Your claims against renewal cost is decreased because of the sheer numbers involved overall. Imagine the ripples on a small pond when you throw a large rock in it. Pretend that large rock is a significant back injury claim, and now throw that rock into a large lake. The impact is barely noticeable when it reaches the shoreline. Statistically, that's the effect of being in our programs, and not just with workers' compensation costs. In some states, the same benefits work for unemployment insurance premiums too. Either way, your unemployment taxes and payroll taxes are broken down incrementally as well. All this helps with the ever-menacing ups and downs of cash flow. Have non-qualified employees ever drawn unemployment benefits, increasing your SUTA tax rate? With our programs, we have professionally qualified personnel monitoring and processing your workers' comp and unemployment claims. They review and make sure no one is drawing unemployment benefits that accumulate against your claim history, causing increased premiums. You'll receive the exact same professional protection with workers' compensation claims and similar lasting premium benefits. All this will be professionally handled for you while you focus on your core business. Are you beginning to see how the program services protect you and allow you to focus on other issues? Not convinced? There's more. Do you lay awake at night over the possibility an employee could file a suit against you? As a client of our programs, you have a staff of human resource professionals, including labor attorneys, who are just a phone call away. Our programs include a customized employee handbook. These are customized per client based on your existing policies. These are updated regularly with any new legal developments, such as changes in the Affordable Care Act. Imagine you no longer have to fear or lose sleep over that. Do you find it daunting trying to keep up with the ever-changing state and federal labor laws, especially complying with the Affordable Care Act? You'll never have to feel intimidated by lack of knowledge about labor laws and how they will affect your business again. While we're talking about legal compliance and access to professionals to assist you, I'm about to share with you an incredible tool that many small and mid-sized firms can't afford and most have never heard of. A powerful additional benefit from our program that can literally save your home and financial future. How would it feel to have free access to a labor attorney whenever you needed one? We are talking about EPLI, or properly called Employment Practices Liability Insurance. EPLI traditionally covers the cost of legal representation. Yes, it pays the legal fees. And the cost of settlements. Yes, it pays the settlements minus a deductible involved in employment-related lawsuits such as discrimination, sexual harassment, and workplace violence, just to name a few. All of our programs include this coverage as part of the client relationship. With this benefit, you see there is no need to fear or worry about employment-related lawsuits. As you're beginning to see how our programs are layer upon layer of protection to you as the business owner, we have more protection and services to tell you about. Have you ever struggled with payroll tax payments or paid penalties? We will not only protect you, we will also produce your payroll, be it weekly, bi-weekly, or bi-monthly, according to your existing structure. We process the payroll, collect the taxes, benefit deductions, garnishments, and file all the required tax filings for you. Guaranteed, on time, with no penalties. On time, with no penalties. This is a huge benefit because liabilities for payroll taxes survive even bankruptcy. There is a new federal law making the PEO liable for all payroll taxes that you've submitted. The IRS can't come back on you, ever. Our program providers handle and generate your payroll reports that track and record every form of tax, garnishment, and benefit deduction collected for you. You can request many different custom reports, for example by department or job. How would it impact your abilities to focus on your core business, knowing this is handled more professionally and out of the house, and away from the prying eyes of jealous employees? Now we're going to share with you how you can have access to full spectrum of employee benefits through that large volume purchasing power we spoke about earlier. Can you attract and retain quality talent without access to large benefit pools and multiple options? As a client of our program, you will have access to a full spectrum of benefits at volume pricing. This includes multiple choices on group health plans, dental, vision, disability, accident and sickness like Aflac to choose from. We also have available for your employees 401k, credit union membership, loans, and Christmas clubs. Can you imagine the pride you will feel when you are able to hire that highly motivated employee away from the competition? How could you better spend your time if payroll, benefits, and compliance were outsourced but still totally under your control? These programs are available through companies called PEO, short for Professional Employer Organizations. Just like the name implies, they are professionals at the employment process, which includes compliance issues, paperwork, payroll, record keeping, benefit programs, administration, and even employment-related legal issues. It is exactly how it sounds. These are professionally managed firms that operate like the corporate office of the world's largest corporations. Many successful PEOs are publicly traded corporations with over $1 billion in client payrolls, with thousands of client companies each. You'd be amazed by how many employers don't even know these existed. Properly structured PEOs are able to function in cooperation with client companies through a legal practice recognized by the government known as co-employment. The government allows the PEO provider to be recognized as employer of record for some aspects of the employment process, while you, the employer, are recognized for the other aspects. For example, you still tell employees who's hired, fired, how much they make, when to show up, and what their job duties are. It is a legally recognized shared responsibility to improve cost control, efficiency, and focus on the core business at hand. According to the National Association of Professional Employer Organizations, or NAPEO, over 400,000 companies with millions of employees have taken advantage of the PEO program. There are approximately 800 plus companies who offer this service, not only in the US, but many are going worldwide. So how do we at Anchor Human Resources fit into this situation? With Anchor Human Resources, we are brokers contracted and compensated by the nation's top and most successful PEOs. We represent them to assist you in obtaining bids and helping you choose the best fit for your industry, size, and particular wants or needs. Very much like your insurance broker when they represent different carriers to you for various types of policies. However, one big difference is that we represent companies who bring all these program features together into one agreement, including workers' compensation coverage, healthcare and other benefits, legal advice, compliance, EPLI, payroll processing and related liabilities, all in one agreement, leveraging volume purchasing for cost savings to your advantage. Does it cost me anything to get a bid for this service? Absolutely not. Again, we are paid by the PEO for this service. You definitely want experienced professionals helping you through the process. You only have to deal with one independent person, as opposed to dozens getting conflicting and self-serving points of view. We are a neutral third party with 20 years experience selling PEO services. We help you navigate the different offerings, because basically you get the same benefits regardless of provider, but the cost can vary greatly. What is the future outlook for PEOs? Let me share with you that PricewaterhouseCoopers, one of the most preeminent accounting and consulting firms in the world, recently published a study that indicates by the year 2022, just 7 years from now, human resource departments as we know them will be virtually outsourced. The study implies that most employees will transition to some form of co-employment arrangement, be it temporary staffing, PEO, or independent contractor. People will be more like free agents, working for multiple employers simultaneously. The Danish futurist magazine Scenario has released an article echoing the PwC study. How does outsourcing usually affect client companies? To drive the point home financially, Napio study found that companies which work with a PEO grow at a rate of 7 to 8% faster than non-PEO competitors. That could be a 40% growth advantage over competitors in less than 4 years. Knowing this, wouldn't you consider PEO even if it only saved you money? Knowing this, wouldn't you consider PEO even if it only protected you legally? Knowing this, wouldn't you consider PEO even if it only gave you access to benefits? Don't you see this as an investment because your company will grow an average 8% faster? Now that you're ready to explore the specifics of this opportunity to keep your business and get your life back, just fill out this short form to begin the bid process. See for yourself how much better you will feel about the future of your business. Click below to begin your no-cost, no-obligation quote process.